Okay, let's start today's learning corner, everyone. Thank you. If you have previously heard about the learning corners, so please share with your friends. It will definitely help them. Today's topic is six career mistakes and how to avoid those. In previous learning corners, we have seen that our career is about 30 to 35 years long, and then 30 years is a very big period. There will definitely be certain mistakes which will happen, and then it is obviously said that if you try to do something, then only mistakes happen. If you don't do anything, obviously mistakes will not happen. So the way we have to look at it is that mistakes are good, but mistakes should not be repeated as well. If we repeat same mistakes, then there will not be a progress in that direction. And obviously, we have to keep doing new things, so we'll also grow in our own path or in our careers. So let's start and look at six career mistakes. I'm not saying there are not more than these. There are obviously more than these based on the path you choose to have. But I think these are important from my perspective, and I will also talk on how to avoid those. And I think if even if they happen, I think you just have to keep moving forward. I'm quoting some of the examples from cricket as a sport. I think we all understand cricket. So think about it. There will be a couple of balls in an over which will go bouncers, which will hit you, and something will happen. But that's not the end of the match. That's not the end of the game. That's not the uh, end for anything at all. It's just a ball. That's the way we have to look at it. So if we try to do something, mistake will happen, and similar applies to our career as well. So let's start with the first one. The first one I feel is not updating the skills for a very long period of time. See, what happens is we graduate from school, college, and then we get into workforce, and then the day-to-day job in the workforce kind of consumes us, and we tend to forget about upgrading our skills. But it is very important. I think it is especially very important for professionals who are maybe more than 5 or 7 years or maybe 10 plus years of experience. It becomes very very important, because once you are out of the college and finishes graduation, then you have some experience. You work for 5 years, then eventually you get married, and then eventually you have kids, you have more family responsibility, and other things to look at as well. So usually you put some of the things which is nothing but upgrading your skill set at the back burner, and eventually it can become a mistake. Is what my own thought process is. But think about it in such a way that every 4 to 5 years you have to upgrade your skills significantly. We can have a separate conversation on how do you update your skills in 4 to 5 years. But think about it in such a way that whatever you do, usually you get proficient at that skill in probably a couple of years. So in the third or fourth year, you should think about that what new skill I should learn, which will help me in the next 4 to 5 years. I mean, by looking at the example of cricket, also, I think you start in a, let's say, cricket team as in India, start with a batsman or a fielder, then you think how do I really get better at it? Then how do I win championships? If I am part of championships, how will I become captain of the team? And then maybe I'll become captain of the team, and then again win championships, and then eventually retire and become a coach or similar. So I think these are the progressions in life. But to do those progressions, there has to be significant upgrade given to the skill to yourself. So I think about it in that way. And not updating the skill for a long time can definitely become a career mistake. And then you can definitely avoid those by learning newer skills probably every 2 to 3 years or so. So that is the first point. Let's look at second point, which is not doing networking or do very limited networking, stay in your kind of siloed zone for some time. I think the world had changed in maybe last 10-15 years because of digitization, because of internet, newer communities so think about it. Networking is very critical. You should always know what your school friends are doing if they are in your same profession. What are your colleagues doing? What are the professionals you aspire to be, which is nothing but the professionals which are 5 years forward from where you are in your career journey. What are the, let's say, associations in your area? Let's say you are a dentist, then what are dentist associations in your regions? What are other dentists doing? How they are either doing their own business, how they are improving themselves, what are the new things they are doing. You should also get involved in communities where partners exist. Let's take dentist as an example. Also, then as a dentist, you should also be in touch with who actually manufactures the tools which dentist needs. Who also manufactures the let's say chemicals, fillings, or the root canals, caps, etc., manufactures. So that there is an ecosystem around each and every profession. As an example, dentist. So look at those also. What are the companies who does it? Who are the distributors in your area? What do they do? Who are the companies who manufacture those things? So all those connections also will eventually help you grow in your career. Just keep in mind that one single connection can give you either some sort of information, show you a path, and inspire you to literally riches, which is nothing but a very good new job, a very good business opportunity, or a very good newer connection. So not networking is also can be a mistake, and then try to avoid that mistake. The third one, which I feel is actually avoiding risk. Lot of times when we get experience, let's say 5 years, 10 years, we graduated, get experience, and then kind of try to settle in family life, in the company also, and then we actually become risk averse. We don't take many risks. So let me give you an example, and then these are just examples, but there can be lot more other examples of risk as well. I mean, think about it. If you relocate, you may get better jobs. You may get better opportunities. Is an example. If you upgrade your role, you will be a better person. If you take a class, if you take a paid course, you will learn better. If you aspire to lead a team, then you have to acquire skills which will help you lead a team. If you want to change a company, then doing that will help you in your career. And if we avoid all these things, what you're doing is, by not relocating, by not changing a role, by resisting to learn a new skill, by resisting to lead a team, by resisting to, let's say, take more responsibility in your job, or by resisting to scale your business, what you're doing is you're essentially avoiding risk. And by avoiding risk, you are actually avoiding newer opportunities which can help you grow. Just understand in such a way that risk always excites you, risk always gives you newer experiences, and risk always gives you growth. But just keep in mind that failure is okay. If you take maybe 5 to 10 risks, it is okay to fail couple of times. But even if you are successful once, that's the only thing matters. I mean, if you take an example of cricket, if you look at, maybe I think the most successful cricket captain for India or whatever, the match winning percentage is probably less than 50%. So the failure rate is close to or more than 50%. But if you look at the individuals who are captains, the failure does not matter, success matters. If you win 10% or 20% of the matches within that 50%, which are championships, World Cups and all, only those things matters. Whatever matches you have failed at doesn't matter at all. So another mistake you can avoid is nothing but avoiding the risk itself. Hope you are learning something today. Share this with your friends and family. It takes significant amount of effort, and then subscribe to Swaasa YouTube channel as well. Let's look at the fourth career mistake. What I feel is not planning for future is also a mistake. You have to plan your career. I am at a state right now, and then eventually in next 4 to 5 years, I will be very proficient as a nurse. Eventually, maybe I will become some sort of emergency nurse. 4 or 5 years after that, I will become nurse superintendent, and then eventually I will become some sort of managing director, or whatever, as path for my career, for my progress. But we have to have that vision. We have to work towards that vision, and we should have a plan for it. Not planning at all itself is a mistake itself. But if we plan for it, we can definitely get there sooner or later. But planning will definitely give each and every healthcare professional growth, which is very important. That is fourth one. Number five. Number five is also important. I think we all know a saying which is health is wealth. Being a healthcare professionals, a lot of healthcare professionals do night shifts. A lot of them do rotating shifts. You get calls at odd times. You have to get up, maybe travel for whatever 5-10 kilometers, go to hospital, go to facility. Uh, uh, I mean, then get freshen up and then treat the patients. And whenever you treat patients, the mental state you are in has to be at most, or what we call it as 100% in professional capacity. And to have that, you have to take care of your health very much. And I am not saying you should not uh, do these things, because it is nature of the business. I mean, there will shifts which will always be remain. I mean, it is important for patients to have pharmacies open 24 by 7. Emergencies have to be open 24 by 7. There will be operational theaters which will always be open 24 by 7. There will be individuals or professionals like nurses, doctors, who are always on call. So that is nature of the business, and that's what we start for, right? That is the purpose of our life, that we help our patients who are in need. But my only point is, let's not sacrifice life for it. Let's not sacrifice our health for it, because we have to also keep working. Uh, we have to treat patients in a very effective way. So I think sacrificing health and not managing health well can also be a career mistake. Now let's move to last and not the least. This is very important, and I hope you all know that that these six are not the all ones. There can be lot more. I think you can comment and in the channel and let us know what we have missed. We'll also definitely consider that as a mistake, and then we'll try to view what solutions can be there and how do we avoid those mistakes. So the last six ones is actually about the mindset. Let's not think in such a way that hard work is enough. I am working hard, so I should grow. I am working hard, so everything should happen to me. It is very good. You should work hard and I am a very strong believer in working hard. It is the basic trait of every professional. If you are 4 to 5 years or plus experience professional, everyone around you expects a different level of professionalism or a different level of hard work from you. And I think that is very important. But don't assume that hard work is enough. Whatever we have to do in addition to hard work is what my point is. And I think look at the top 5 points. How do we manage ourselves? How do we learn new things? How do we take risks to grow? How do we plan for our future? How do we network better? How do we upgrade ourselves? All these things in addition to hard work are also important, and these things also will help us eventually grow in our career. So these are the 6 mistakes which I feel are important. And I think thanks for Swasa community for allowing me to express my thoughts and opinions. And I also gave my solutions to it and how do you avoid those, but keep working hard. And then let us know what should be our next piece of content, and we'll try to do our best to give an analysis on it. Thank you very much for listening to Swasa, and then I appreciate all of your time. I hope all of you learned something today. Thank you very much.